Good morning, kids. Welcome to English 3, Quarter 3, Week 4. I am your teacher, Michelle Pedroso. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Welcome to our English class. Prepare the following materials: your English module, notebook, and pen. At the end of this lesson, you are expected to identify and use the elements of an informational or factual text heard. Our lesson for today: informational text. But before that, let's have a review. Remember problem and solution? Read the passage and identify whether the underlined sentence is a problem or a solution. Number 1. John didn't know what to take to school for show and tell. His mother suggested he take the ribbon his dog won at the pet parade. Is it a problem or a solution? Correct, that is a solution. Number 2. Mrs. Anderson wanted a fresh pineapple for her cake. The store near her did not have any fresh ones, so she went to another store and bought it there. The underlined sentence is, the store near her did not have any fresh ones. Is it a problem or a solution? Very good, that is a problem. Number 3. Robert was afraid the flooding river would reach his home. He saddled his horse and he and his sister rode to the top of the hill. The underlined sentence is, Robert was afraid the flooding river would reach his home. Is it a problem or a solution? Correct, that is a problem. Very good, children. Now we can proceed to our new lesson. The informational text. Text and or selections have different purposes. Some intend to inform or educate, while others aim to amuse or entertain. There are also texts that are used to persuade. Most of the materials that you may have encountered or read aim to educate or inform. They are called informational texts. These texts are used to present information, details, or facts about a particular topic or subject matter. Now, look at the picture. What can you say about it? Very good. The picture is all about region or a Calabarzon. Because today, we will read a passage about Calabarzon. Listen very carefully. Calabarzon, truly amazing. Calabarzon, also known as Southern Tagalog, is considered as one of the largest regions in the country in terms of population. It is composed of 5 provinces, such as Cavite, Laguna, Batangas, Rizal, and Quezon. It derived its name from the names of these 5 provinces. The famous Tagaytay city is located in Cavite. Batangas province is the home to one of the most active volcanoes in the country, the Mount Taal. Dr. Jose P. Rizal was born in Calamba, Laguna. Quezon province is known for its colorful Pahiyas festival. Province of Rizal is the place which gave birth to various national artists. Truly, Calabarzon is an amazing place to visit and explore. The passage that we have read provides lots of information or facts about Calabarzon. That is what we call informational text. It presents factual details about the topic. What is informational text? Informational text presents factual details or information about particular persons, places, things, events, and topics. These texts may also be written using varied purposes such as to inform, educate, and even persuade. There are different forms of informational text. Number 1. Sequence. It describes the things or events in their proper order. It also tells the steps on how to do something. Keywords: first, second, next, then, before, after, finally, following, now, soon, not long after. Example of sequence. First, wet your hands with clean running water. Then, lather your hands by rubbing them together with soap. Next, scrub your hands for at least 20 seconds. And finally, rinse your hands well under clean running water. That is sequence. Number 2, cause and effect. It identifies why something happens or happened and its possible effect or effects. Keywords: so, because, since, therefore, if, then. This led to, reason why, as a result, consequently, may be due to, effect of, for this reason. Example of cause and effect. An oil spill causes crude oil to spill into the water, so many plants and animals in the water die. That is cause and event. Number 3. Description. It describes a person, place, thing, event, and others. It includes its features, characteristics, and/or examples. Keywords, for instance, such as, to begin with, an example, characteristics, to illustrate. Example of description. The mug of coffee in front of me is now at room temperature. That is description. Number 4. Comparison and contrast. It presents the similarities and/or differences between two or more persons, places, things, topics, and others. Keywords. Same as, similar, alike, as well as, not only, but also, both, instead of, either or, on the other hand, different from, as opposed to. Example of comparison and contrast. Even though an athlete dribbles the ball in both sports, a basketball player uses his hands and a soccer player uses his feet. That is comparison and contrast. Number 5. Problem and solution. It presents the problem and the possible solution or solutions to it. Keywords. Question is, dilemma is, the puzzle is, to solve this, one answer is, one reason for that. Example of problem and solution. Liana cleaned the house. It was really messy after the party. That is problem and solution. Number 6. Persuasion. It convinces a person to agree or believe on certain issues or stand. Keywords. Surely, it is certain. Therefore, consequently, convinced, agree, conclude. Example of persuasion. A student council president trying to convince school administrators to allow the students to have a dance after the final football game of the season. That is persuasion. Remember, forms of informational text we have sequence, cause and effect, description, comparison and contrast, problem and solution, and persuasion. Now, let's have an activity. Match the descriptions in column A with the items being described in column B. Write the letters of your answers in your notebook. Number 1. Convinces a person to agree on certain issues. Choose your answers from column B. A. Sequence. B. Cause and effect. C. Description. D. Comparison and contrast. E. Problem and solution. F. Persuasion. Number 2. Tells a problem and possible solution to it. Number 3. Shows similarities and/or differences between two or more items. Number 4. Provides description of a person, place, or thing. Number 5. Identifies the cause why something happens and its possible effect. And number 6. Describes the order of things or events. Now let's check. Number 1. Convinces a person to agree on certain issues. What is that? Correct, that is a persuasion. Number 2. Tells a problem and possible solution to it. The correct answer is letter E, problem and solution. Number 3. Shows similarities and/or differences between two or more items. The correct answer is letter D, comparison and contrast. Number 4. Provides description of a person, place, or thing. The answer is letter C, description. Number 5. Identifies the cause why something happens and its possible effect. The answer is letter B, cause and effect. Number 6. Describes the order of things or events. The answer is letter A, sequence. Very good, children. Now, what did you learn from our lesson? Very good. Informational text present factual details or information about particular persons, places, things, events, and topics. These texts may also be written using varied purposes such as to inform, educate, and even persuade. Remember the forms of informational text: sequence, cause and effect, description, comparison and contrast, problem and solution, and persuasion. Now for your activity, do the activity in your English module. Thank you for listening. I am your teacher, Ma'am Michelle Pedroso.